Had a lot of people asking how to ensure consistency among your lower model training. Now, I can understand how frustrating it will get because it requires a lot of reps, really. Regardless how dialed in your method is, there's still going to be inconsistencies, especially the eyes. AI struggles to get the eyes right. But if your method is shit, then you're just wasting a lot of time generating images that are never going to be consistent, and you'll never have the adequate training data set for the right LoRa model, for a high quality LoRa model. But if you do this and follow me exactly, then you'll create the perfect LoRa model. Now we're going to use Stable Diffusion, and you're going to create just a bunch of different images using an identity anchor, depending on like what type of model you want, what you want her to look like, the hair length, hair color, hair type, etc. And then using these parameters as I've laid out, and you're going to generate a bunch of different images until you like what the model looks like. Now make sure that the model is front on. You don't want the model turning on an angle or anything like that, or doing head tilts or anything like that. You just want the model front on, because then it's easier to use that as a base image, and then you can lock in the face ID and then continue to create your training image dataset based on that. So you use all this, you'll create a base image for the identity that you want, like this. And you can lock in the identity of one or two ways. You can note the seed number when you generate using Stable Diffusion. You note the seed number, and then in the Stable Diffusion UI, you'll type that seed number in, and then it will make sure that the facial structure is still the same in conjunction with the identity anchor that you used to create that image in the first place. Using those two, and then you can create a bunch of different images for your training image dataset using the prompts I've laid out in this free guide link is underneath. And then note that it will still take a few different goes, and you're going to get some shitty images among them, but you'll simply just pluck out the ones that you will use. Now you can do this, or there's a fucking much easier way. That's the main reason I made this video. There's a much easier way. A lot of you people seem to think that if the method is complicated, then it's better. But fuck all this. Fuck Stable Diffusion, all that shit. Don't worry about it. Do this. Get the image you want of the model, upload it to Gemini. See, here's some training images here that I used on one of the tests, and they look reasonably similar, but when you use Stable Diffusion or any of these, they'll never be exactly identical, but they'll be close enough. But your LoRa model will still sacrifice some quality when you use these Stable Diffusion or any other UIs to create the training image dataset. There's still some quality loss that you don't have to lose. You can just use Gemini to create your training image dataset. Look, I'll show you how simple it is. Look, you just upload one of the images you like. Say we like this one. I'll show you. Now, here we go here. I'm not sure how to zoom in. But if you see here, typical AI, looks pretty good. Looks actually really good. But look, one of the eyes is a bit, AI is good at that. But if you use Gemini, go done. What are we doing done for? I'm not sure how we're doing that. Yep, good. And then I prepared a prompt earlier, something like this. Now it's easier just to make out that you're the model when you're generating different images. Then you'll get less like, you'll cop less. I don't know. The Gemini will argue with you less if you just say it's you. They won't worry. It won't ask you questions. Oh, I can't do this because it's not you, blah, blah. Just make it it's you. So you'll do something like this. Same image, except correct any biological anomalies like inconsistent eye pupils, etc. And then show me sitting on a chair with my legs crossed as I hold my hair back in a ponytail. Now we'll go generate this. And the quality just surpasses all of these models we have come to use. The Stable Diffusion one, well, they got steep competition, but to be honest, Gemini just does it better now. Like, just because the other methods are more complicated doesn't mean that they're better. Gemini is the way to go. So fuck all that shit I was telling you earlier. That's just in case you think that using the more complicated method is better. Just use Gemini and watch this. So we have that image. Remember, the eye was a little bit messed up. And look at that. You'll see that the eyes are perfect. Everything is perfect. Like, it's just flawless. And now you just extrapolate that across any other image that you want. Change your outfit, change whatever, and then create your training image dataset with that. And as for this logo here, super easy to remove. Use something like Photoshop, use a free service on a website. Easy. That is just nothing. Just make sure you remove all that before you go to create the LoRa model. But you can see how easy it is. And then you'll continue to create the rest of your image dataset just using Gemini and then following the method I've laid out here in order to create the perfect LoRa model. 8 front portrait images, 10 3/4 angle images, 2 profile images, 5 upper body, miscellaneous environmental images, etc. And then same with the expressions. You can make sure the expressions are diversified. Same with the angles, the lighting, etc. Just use Gemini for all that. And there you go. That's how to have the ultra consistent LoRa model that you want using a much, much simpler method than you're probably using. Just because it's more complicated doesn't mean it's more better. And anyway, that's it. So if you like the video, guys, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.